Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're back with more Tales of the Arise. I've figured out certain things on my microphone that I can fix.
I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city.
Damn.
It's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Pull it together, soldier. Ah, jeez. He kept trying to protect me, even from the other armored soldiers. Good on you, boy. Yeah. So in the last episode, the other guys finally came out. He came out and showed us his true colors. I never trusted the butler to begin with. And Dohalim apparently is just a useless lord as all the others. Not as useless as you think. He just threatened. He achieved peace by not meaning it. It wasn't the main aspect of his goal. It was just a side story of how he's put it. Okay. Now, we have to get through this, beat the bad guy. One thing I never understood in this game, we used the Master Core to get the Blazing Sword. We have got 2 more cores now.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Yeah?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Okay.
Another shot.
Which, how do we get to the Moya chamber? What the? That Kazelik, did he really manage to deploy these barriers inside the palace? Then that means we're on the right track finding them. Is there a way that we can get rid of these? If memory serves, there is a release mechanism somewhere. My first guess would be inside his personal office. So where's his personal office?
You can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a relief.
Where would he's off? Lord's quarters. Noble guard.
East mechanism somewhere.
Would he be a Lord's quarters? Well, we'll try the Lord's quarters first. But for that, we need to find you guys.
I won't forgive you!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Let's see what I can do! My field!
That's my cue. I'm out of ammo.
Shut him down.
There we go.
Movement.
And I'll stop your life! My turn!
Going in.
Rising Warlord! Luna Rondo!
Do it, Ridwell. Frozen.
Hammer!
Sometimes I miss the old party formation where it's just one-on-one.
I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
I'll run past you for now. Only because meeting room, maybe. Barracks. Staff quarters, maybe. Office. There's an office. There's an office. Swordsman. Yes! Yes!
Get toasty!
I should switch.
Now you see what I Tiger Blade.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that switch.
There's
Stop
always
it.
room for improvement.
Of course, there must be a reason why this is all covered with enemies, right?
Where are you going?
Ah, I wanted that.
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Tiger Blade!
This one's mine. Pierce the eagle.
Ah.
Free blaster! Here I come! Going in! Here, let me help! Take this!
Come on.
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Where are you going?
Come on, Law. Get your thing already. Come on, Law. That armor is annoying me.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
That's not really stopping your movements. That's spiking you.
Done here. Let's move.
Not like spiking. Not really stopping. Oh, hey, bud. You guys came out of nowhere? Spawned a bit late, did ya?
really owe you one.
Ignite! I won't show you any mercy! Rising light!
Tiger Blade! Go away!
Right back!
Shion! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Take it!
No chance!
Does that only attack one person? I still need to figure out how to guard, to be honest. How did you hit me?
I'll stop your movement.
Massive devastation.
Nicely done.
Noble room key.
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the
The room at the top left, the one that we already tried.
northern end of this floor. Maybe
What's in this one?
release mechanism.
Dining hall. Wait, what's in the dining hall? Is there stuff? Peach gel. I just remembered something. I did not buy any medicine. I did not buy any health. Ah, that hurts. That hurts to know I was stupid. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. Oh, it's the treasury. I was trying to go in the treasury this whole time? Damn. It's the key. Noble room. It's noble quarters. Oh, noble room is on the other side. I was trying to go in the noble quarters. Why didn't you guys try to tell me that? You guys didn't tell me that. Okay, let's try and get rid of this guy first.
Get in, get out!
Gun dude. You stop my combo breaker.
Commander of Heaven!
Woohoo!
Not a chance! It's over!
Tiger Blade! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Yeah. Finito. What's in this room?
Sprightlier than before.
Ah, she leveled up. She leveled up. She's on the same level as everyone else, I think. You people aren't supposed to be here.
An opponent like this should be easy. You
I'm giving her the time to serve out some justice. Looks like there's nothing to find here. Guess that makes it a bust. Got any other ideas about places we could check? If it's not in his office, then I'd be in the barracks or maybe even the meeting room. Okay, let's climb through both those places and see what we come up with. The barracks, huh?
There are enemy forces here too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
My bottle! Will stop it? So... the barracks and the meeting room, so on the other side. I dealt with you before. So the barracks. Is it barracks? Nope, staff quarters. Barracks. Entry plaza. The barracks. This is where all the guards will mate. Wouldn't you want to go to where the dungeon is first? Hey, bud. I would have said I would have fought you in a moment.
Armor won't save you. It's over. Eat this. On guard. Take this. Watch for their ranged attack. I never miss. Got spirit. Dragon swarm. Fire support. Fire the hole. By the power of water.
Where did you guys come from? Your friend went into space.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Do we have a normal tiger blade?
Quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got
Everybody's on 23, but we're in well. Oh, what's over here? Written scribblings. My comrades, once you occupy the palace, engage the barriers. Post haste. You know which room to leave the release mechanism in it. Return the key to the room, the Pacific cabinets.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism
The release mechanism.
we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
Staff quarters. It doesn't matter. We check them all. We check them all. Hoy, you guys. Okay. I'll take care of you first.
you think that shield will save you?
Look sharp.
Here's a healing. That's my cue.
Shut him down. Be my guest.
Let me help.
Carve through armor.
Got both of them.
Ignite. Nothing gets by me. Big flash. Tiger blade. Rising mover. You're finished.
Now, guys, go for it.
Prepare to crumble. No escape.
Figured out how to do that easily. Rinwell. All the places you can be, you're right there. I put you in because you're a long range, because I realized in the last battle against the magic guy, treasury. That was the treasury key. I realized in the battle with Dolim that you guys kept getting into... everybody was getting hurt too easily. That's because everybody was too close together. I missed the day when you could actually get people to like fight together. Let me just go this way. Let me go that way so I can go to the barrack. Make it rain.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Okay. So we went into all the rooms over there.
No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Might as well fight.
That's far enough. Now you'll learn. Enough done. Dragon swarm.
So much for talking it out.
You got spirit.
That's it. You guys, 3 against 1, and we drew. Entrance. Meeting room. Said that we could be in the meeting room. This will probably be another hint. Why is there...
No choice.
I'm just saying that why is there so many things in the evil room? Do you not? Lord! You had one job and that was to continue my combo! All 3 of you, really? All just looked at him. You didn't want to continue the combo I left. Seriously? I expect more from you. What's this? Yeah, we're getting up there a little bit. But that reminds me. It's Lunar Rondo, Hurricane Thrust, Shivering Gale, Rising Falcon, Mirage, Stardust. Yeah, we'll try that.
Everybody okay?
We're all
What's
right,
this?
Alphen.
It's gel. Nothing. There's a writing scribbled. My comrades, in the event of an emergency, you are to disengage the barracks and go provide support to you. Support. You know which room the release mechanism is in. Do not forget to retrieve the key from the office.
Look, another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with
Okay, so
the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
we're already in the office originally. That's the dining hall. We were there! The release mechanism was there! Cabinet, in a cabinet, in the cabinet, in the cabinet. I'm in the office. Library, kitchen, put this up. Wasn't I? No, I'm in the right place. Cabinet, this one. Looks like a cabinet for storage keys.
Even if Danins and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope.
Yeah. Because we are the liberators. The release mechanism. Find the release switch in the Lord's quarters. I'm coming! I'm coming to stop the bastard! But first, I got the treasury key. What do we get in this one? Hey. Hello.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I see one. Slow him down. I'm on your mind.
This one's mine.
Punch that gun out of your hand. Bring him down. Rising over. Got fire.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
There are
We're not finished.
Do it.
My turn. Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclops. Glacial Spear.
You're
Here's
mine.
evil.
You're finished.
Going in.
Pew, pew,
Tiger Blade.
pew, pew.
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
You're finished.
You guys are real easy.
Seems about right to me.
What's this? It's a golden statue of the previous Lord. An elixir. It's a golden richer cocktail dress. Thank you. There's a lot of treachery, simply small, placed in the relic in the Lords. You now gather dust. Really? You're not gonna take any of these? Might look important, useful. Just saying. A sword in a treasury might be a holy sword, boys! And girls. There's actually more girls than boys right now.
I won't forgive you.
Get toasty!
That should be 2 of them at least. Before I go fight the main boss, I think I should go back and grab stuff. Like health. Health and other... maybe life? Revives? That's the switch, I'm guessing. Oh yeah. That was quite easy.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide
Unfamiliar
Lord
instruments.
Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's the fight. The fight is next. Let's go to the inn real fast. I'll be right back. We're about to go through.
Do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
Ah, shit.
Better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Okay. That's the case. Thor, I think you should turn to Rinwell. Only because long range is a bit better. And out of Laura and Cassandra, she has the most health. She has the better health and defense. And here it is. Really? No speaking? Just...
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it!
It's the invisible thing. I'm assuming it's gonna do a charge.
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Lightning condemned!
Oh, it teleported!
What kind of camouflage?
Flash that.
I'm not done!
Lightning rain!
Here I come! It's
Please
over!
now. Will this help?
Look sharp!
Lightning condemned!
One more! Try harder!
Hey,
Look sharp!
Gee. Rinwell, back off.
It's over!
I'm ready to go! First aid! Lightning orb!
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
It's fine.
You're mine!
On guard! That's it! Reload!
Dragon
Lightning
Roar!
orb! Handle it!
Try harder!
More without
Not a
you.
chance!
Hit him! That's it!
Rising
Air
Water!
blast. You're up! This one's mine!
Uh-oh.
On guard!
Crush! One more!
Tiger Blazing Cascade!
Okay, that's fine.
In
Oh,
here,
its
healing
weakness
power.
is its bad.
Here I come! I'm not done!
One more! Tiger Blade!
It's on!
Radiant Pierce!
Take it!
Here's a
You're
healing
mine!
going in!
It's over!
First aid! On guard!
Take this! One more! Crush!
Lightning orb!
Rising Wyvern!
Why does... I wish I could aim just for its tail. Oh, I can!
Power up!
Not what I wanted to do.
Thank you.
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
I owe you your back. Radiant light! Go get him! Lightning condemned! Glacial spear! Look sharp! One more!
You'd assume it's going for it.
Thunder Blade! Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Flaming meteor! Light astral energy! Raging cascade!
Look sharp!
Take this!
One more!
Crush!
Tiger Blade!
Lightning raging
Now you've gone and
cascade!
ticked me off!
Annihilation!
Going in! Now you see what
Maybe I should change Windwell because he's got a little more health.
Escape! Pierce!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll take you all on!
Nice! She can do it on her own. She didn't even need my switching to her to use it.
Here I come!
I realize we're going through
Ignite!
CP so fast.
Take this! You're finished!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Hurricane Thrust!
Appreciate the help.
Get it back. Damn. I think that was the first time I got hit.
Dragon Swarm!
I don't feel so hard.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun? No way.
Smash you!
I really owe you one.
Take this! Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
Boom. Chow. Yeah, boom.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
On guard.
Megasonic Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Rip and tear!
This one's mine!
Reinforcements incoming.
Not a problem!
Really? What do you mean?
It's over!
Oh, really?
Not today!
Glimmer Dragon! Going in! That move!
Here comes the big one! Far enough!
Going in!
Take that!
I'm on Tiger Blade! Annihilation!
Swarm!
Mega Ray!
On guard! Take... First strike!
Help you guys with it.
Radiant Going in! Here I go!
An astral arch?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Dream!
Finish it!
Astral energy!
Swap characters for a bit.
You're open!
Here we go again!
Searing flame! Here I go!
I just realized your techniques are really bad. Burning Strike, Flare Tornado. Proves how much I've used her. No, Freeze Lancer was actually nice, wasn't it? You might as well have one of each.
Getting started! Searing technique! And I will!
There!
Nothing gets by me! Here I go!
Eat them!
Tiger Blade!
Armor won't save you!
It's weakened!
Got more time now.
It ends now!
Where are you going?
Don't really want to.
I'm on it!
Not on my watch!
This isn't looking good!
Take this! Tiger Blade! One more! Tiger Blade!
You're a bad boy.
One more! Mega Ray!
Now, here comes something big!
Well done! One more! First aid!
really owe you one.
Radiant Blood!
Armor won't save you!
That's it! Reload! Tiger
Dragon
Blade!
form! Eat dirt! Swallow dance!
Hear me!
Here I come! Strike!
Burning strike!
You watch that charge.
Tough cookie.
Not for much longer, Ethan!
Don't let up till it's all over.
It's over! Here we go again! Dragon swarm! Swallow
This
dance!
one's mine! One more! Tiger Blade!
You're mine! It's over!
And now this one's mine!
I'll crush
Come on, Law. Good job.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Watch this! Here I come! Eagle fly! Piercing roar! It's over!
I never miss! Going in!
Here!
One more! Mega Ray!
Gonna do its charge.
Try harder!
Far enough!
Anything in armor is all mine! Dragon form!
Break.
This one's mine!
Not now, not ever!
Tiger Blade! Top field!
Healing would be nice, thank you.
Mega Ray! Burning media! Look sharp! Take Radiant! Tiger Blade! Confiscated! Lightning! Now ammo! Tiger Blade! Hear me!
Here I come! No escape!
Gone.
Defenses are down!
Burning! Here I come! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
It got a bit annoying towards the end, but I have another battle. I reckon. I don't think that's the last battle of this
You
area.
filthy slaves are despicable.
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship. Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act, as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go. To Mahak-Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
Good, so he's going for the true enemy now.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
No, she can't leave my party. No! See, we've got the Earth Core. Why don't we use the Earth Core? Why can't we use
I'm
it?
sure it's complicated for her.
Why can't we use the Earth Core? We've got the Light Core as well. Makes sense if we can use it.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Miguel entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Now, do I just kind of head off to the next area? Yes? No?
We've
Maybe?
reached our
This way.
destination.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Thank you for letting me know. But I was already there.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go?
Ahead.
I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along?
Yeah.
We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldam and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
Good dream.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
So what? We've got fire, we've got light, and we've got earth. We need water. We need water and we need wind. And darkness. That's 3 left. We already did that! You already befriended her! That's fine. Comrades in freedom! Oh, hey. I'll do that later. Now, how do we make it to Kisara, the Protector?
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldam and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Yes, she will.
You can all count on me.
Next slide.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
Isn't
They
it
give
obvious?
rule to the next
Clearly
person.
he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna
Ah.
have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Tough cookie to crack. Moving on to the next area. Where do we go? Where do you go,
Do
Cotton
you trust one
Nigel?
of your friends, Hoodle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Here we go. This is the fishing thing. It took 3 lords taken down to finally be able to finish
here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
spearfishing.
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
I can't... Kisara is the only one that can fish, huh? Okay. Hit the bubbles. You throw it at the
Where
bubbles.
should I cast my line?
There. Why does all RPG games need fishing, huh?
There we go.
Oh. I get it.
I'll get you next time.
I don't get it. Right here. And ya boop da boop.
I've got something.
I got it. I got it. It started swimming towards me now.
She's got a good size to her, all told.
New record.
A fight. Good catch.
That's how you fish, boys and girls.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me.
Give it a try, brah. I'm not one to talk. I don't really like
I
fishing.
think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too.
And she's
It's
hooked.
supposed to be extremely delicious.
She's
When you
hooked.
put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
So now anyone can fish.
Okay.
Hey, looks like you know your way with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for you. I'll share it with you if you have interest. I just want one thing in exchange. Or ask you to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid and come and talk to me. I doubt I'll go fishing. Faster. Ugh. Recovery. Okay. Moving on. Next area. Hey, buddy. You need some healing? There you go. Whew, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my mess. Sorry. Forget I spoke. Carry on. Don't mind me.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
God, it won't let me get around too much before I get into another cutscene. Silence? Awkward silence?
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Equipment? New equipment? Nope. That's not equipment. Equipment? Way up. Oh, way up. Way. Jesus. I need a hard shell. 6 though. I need knuckles? Ah, they're refined. Astral crystal? I couldn't even find mass. Fine. You're fine with your innocent Lily. I need 2 astral crystals. I need 4 shells. Okay, that's fine. Floral birds!
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Okay. Oh my god, I can't even run that far before something takes me away.
Be on your guard.
You mean? They're just eagles. Mass crystal! Is that the crystal? And something about a hard... Oh, level 27. Is that because they're so much stronger? Yes. 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 Yes.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
What do you mean you're not so good with airborne targets?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
You're finished!
I'm all stuffed up.
Soaring light spear!
Lightning orb!
It's over!
You should be really good with... flying enemies. You're meant to be a long range, aren't you?
Pierce evil. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Oh wait, there's someone I should put into this battle.
You're finished. You're mine. Dragon Shell. You're finished. Come and face me. Can you take I'm ready.
Oh,
Blow them away.
pretty cool! Pretty cool! Pretty
managed to
badass!
keep up.
These guys apparently like to dodge, apparently, right? This is a pain. Why can't these Zugals stand still?
All right.
Huh, perhaps it's time I deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. But first... Yes, I get it.
There's nowhere to run from my arc.
When he slows down, that's our chance. Rising Viper.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Try hard.
No, you can't get out of this.
Here I come. You're finished.
I'll face you.
Dragon
Take
Swarm.
this. Can't get out of this.
Here I come.
Shouldn't it be like...
Rising Viper.
Somebody take this.
Really? I used it!
Dragon Swarm.
You seal no fleet.
Oh, you have to use it on both of them. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, let's take care of it.
Soaring Light Spear. You're mine. I'm on it. Here I come. Talon Tornado.
Take this!
Searing
Soaring Light Spear.
Mess with me.
Do it. Mine.
All yours, Kisara.
Okay, it's not too bad. Not very splashy, but it's alright.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
You're mine. You're finished.
It made it go so far away. Rinwell. Cassandra's one's better.
Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Garbage.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile? Gosh. Oh! So we can go on relic hunts now. You can now set 6 additional arms. Oh, yes! Finally!
There's history.
How do I set... Oh, switch sets. L2. Oh, that's what L2 was. Okay. Lightning rod. Should I have this one? It's like elementals. Structure. Severing. Unorango. Raj. And Rising Falcon. Okay, we'll try with that for
The
now.
heavens must be smiling. Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time.
Visibility?
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
It's just like Elfin then.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed.
Yep.
And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Hey, where do I need to go? That doesn't... Hey.
I'm getting pretty hungry.
Want to sit down and fix something?
Yep, the sooner the better.
Over here. Well, actually, I think I'll end this episode here, guys. So I'll probably get to the next area not before too long.
I have a bad feeling.
So you might not actually see what happened in this episode. I need to switch. Yeah, well, what I was saying, I'll do all this before. So if you miss too much, I apologize. But before the main aspect of it, the main aspect of the game, the main part where we go for the next lord or we go into the next city, it'll definitely be there. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.